Hi everyone! Welcome to my cooking channel Japanese Food at Home. I'm Chef Reina from Japan. This time, I'm gonna show you how to make Oyakodon. Oyakodon is a super popular rice bowl dish and is also well known as a chicken and egg bowl. You may think cooking eggs nicely and softly requires advanced skills, but no worries. I'm gonna share pro tips that are easy to follow so you can cook perfect Oyakodon for yourself. Alright then, let's go through the ingredient list. We're going to use a boneless chicken thigh that is approx 300 grams and 4 eggs for 3 servings, as 1 egg per serving is a little short. Also, we're going to use Japanese leek and mitsuba. You can replace the Japanese leek with another type of leek or a thinly sliced onion if you wish. Mitsuba is a kind of herb that is often used in Japanese cuisine. I'm going to elaborate on what the herb is like and what can be substituted afterwards. As Oyakodon is a rice bowl dish, please prepare cooked rice. For the Oyakodon broth, you need water, shirodashi, and soy sauce. Shirodashi is a type of liquid seasoning made from dashi stock, light soy sauce, sugar, and mirin. It helps you season Japanese dishes with fewer items. If you want to know more about shirodashi, please refer to my earlier video on Japanese rolled omelette. When you serve Oyakodon, you can sprinkle shichimi, sansho powder, or shredded nori seaweed if you like. For your information, shichimi is a Japanese spice blend mainly consisting of chili pepper, and sansho powder is a spice that has a similar flavor to Sichuan pepper. So now, let's start by preparing the chicken thigh. First, if the chicken skin is wrinkled, please stretch it with your hands. Next, turn it over and touch the surface of the flesh all over with the fingertips to check for any firm texture. You know, the flesh used to cover leg joints, and the cartilages of the joints are soft and easily cut, so some fragments can be left on the flesh. They're uncomfortable if you find them in your mouth while eating, so it's best to go through this process whenever you use boneless chicken thighs. The cartilage fragments are hard to find visibly, but you can easily feel them as the texture is like a scrap of plastic. Also, if there are blood veins, remove them if you want to. They are not dangerous, but some people may be uncomfortable to see them in food, so whether to discard them or not is up to you. After that, remove excess fat as necessary. Then cut off excessive parts of the skin. The skin will shrink as it cooks, so cut it a little larger than the lean meat to allow for shrinkage. You can also remove the skin entirely if you want to. Next, place the thigh so that the ankle end is to the right. The white strings or tendons run through this area, and they're going to be tough when cooked. So using the heel of the knife, make small cuts all over this section to shorten the strings so you'll be able to eat the chicken easily without any resistance. After that, level the thicker part by cutting off the top. Then cut the rest into small bite-sized pieces. The key is to make all the pieces almost the same size so they will cook evenly in a later process. Alright, next, we're gonna blanch the chicken. Boil a pot of water. Then add the chicken. Make sure to entirely immerse all the pieces into the boiling water. Then simmer for a while until the surface of the chicken turns whitish. It takes less than a minute, and you don't have to fully cook the chicken at this point. Transfer the chicken into room temp water. As you can see from the surface of the water, some excess fat has been removed. Next, rinse the chicken under running water while changing the water in the bowl a few times. This process also helps prevent the chicken from generating scum when you cook it in the broth later on. Pat dry the chicken with paper towels so that excess water won't dilute the broth unnecessarily. So now let's prepare the Oyakodon broth. Put the water, shirodashi, and soy sauce in a pot, then bring the mixture to a boil. When it comes to a gentle simmer, add the chicken and simmer over low heat for 2 minutes. Thanks to the previous blanching process, there should be almost no scum, but if any, please skim it off as needed. After that, turn off the heat and let it cool while leaving the chicken in the broth to keep it moist and let it absorb the flavor well. In the meanwhile, let's prepare the mitsuba. Since you cut the chicken earlier, please make sure to change the cutting board or clean it sufficiently to prevent cross-contamination. This is mitsuba. Both the leaves and the stems are edible. As mitsuba implies 3 leaves in Japanese, it literally has 3 leaves. The appearance is similar to flat-leaf parsley or cilantro, but the flavor is milder with a hint of bitterness and a refreshing leafy profile. If this herb is not available, you can omit or replace it with another herb that goes well with eggs such as dill or radish sprouts to add some crisp texture to the dish. Separate the mitsuba into leaves and stems, then cut them into 1.5 cm lengths. To prevent discoloration, soak them in water for a short time and drain. We're going to use the leaves and the stems differently, so please do not mix them up. Keep them in the fridge until ready to use. Next, prepare the leek. Cut the bottom end off, then slice it diagonally. If you substitute an onion, thinly slice it along the grain. By the way, have you ever seen a pan dedicated to cooking oyakodon? This is it. As you can see, it is small because it's supposed to cook only for 1 serving at a time. The handle is attached vertically, so chefs can use multiple pans at the same time in a small space. The reason for cooking oyakodon 1 portion at a time is that people have different preferences for how the eggs should be cooked. Some prefer relatively raw while others prefer well cooked, right? So if you want to cook the dish like a pro, I recommend you use a small frying pan and cook 1 portion at a time. The diameter of the base of the pan is ideally close to the diameter of the top of your serving bowl, so you can easily slide cooked chicken and eggs onto the rice in the bowl. However, if you want to cook multiple servings to save time, please go ahead and use a larger frying pan or pot and serve cooked chicken and eggs using a ladle. So now let's prepare the eggs. For today, I'm going to show you how to cook and serve the dish individually instead of cooking all at once, so I'm going to use 1 1/3 eggs at a time. First, beat an egg and pour 1/3 of it into another bowl. When I consume eggs raw or half-cooked, I usually remove the 𝒘𝐻𝐽, the white string-like stuff, because I don't like its distinctive texture, but it's up to you. After taking 1/3 of the beaten egg, add another egg and beat well. When you cook for 3 servings at a time, beat all 4 eggs together. We're gonna drizzle the beaten eggs over a frying pan afterwards, so you may want to use a lipped bowl here for your convenience. So now place the pan on the cooktop and add a little of the oyakodon broth from the pot with the chicken, followed by 1/3 of the sliced leek. Then turn on the heat to medium. Place 1/3 of the boiled chicken in the pan and wait for the broth to come to a boil. After that, drizzle half of the beaten eggs over the chicken and leek. After a further 15 seconds or so, the edges start to set. Then drizzle the rest of the beaten eggs. And sprinkle the mitsuba stems. When the eggs are half-cooked or come to your preferred texture, turn off the heat. I personally like to put a lid on for a few minutes to slowly cook the eggs with the residual heat. And I'm gonna serve cooked rice in a bowl in the meantime. Now it's time to complete the dish. Slide the chicken and eggs onto the rice. As you can see, the eggs are nicely soft and juicy. Finally, sprinkle the mitsuba leaves over the top and serve the dish with the optional toppings if you want to. Alright, this is how to make oyakodon. Cooking eggs perfectly sometimes seems difficult, but I hope this video makes you feel confident enough to try cooking oyakodon. Please enjoy this authentic Japanese comfort food in your daily life wherever you are. In the next video, I will show you how to make mitarashi dango, traditional rice dumpling skewers glazed with sweet soy sauce. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to see how they are made. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Have a great day with delicious food. See you next time.